Well, everyone needs a friend. And today we're helping people find a faithful pal of the four-legged variety. This is the beginning of a weekly segment here on Daytime called Find a Friend, sponsored by our friend, the Basement Doctor. And with his support, we hope to find these new guys that we have here today, new homes, as well as all of their friends that are back at the Capital Area Humane Society. So joining me today, the Basement Doctor, Ron Greenbaum. Nice to have you here again, Ron.
Great to see you.
And Sherry Miller, and she is the Marketing and Events Manager for the Capital Area Humane Society. And our two friends that you brought, Sherry, introduce me to the pals today.
Absolutely. This is Buckeye. Buckeye is an 8-year-old miniature pinscher, if you can tell. And then this is Maggie. Maggie is a 5-year-old shepherd mix. And they are both available for at the Capital Area Humane Society for adoption. And the unique thing about them is they are actually a pair and need to be adopted together.
Because they really do miss each other when they're apart, aren't they?
They do. They have a little bit of separation anxiety, and that actually is more common than you think.
Well, Ron, you are so active in the community. This is just another example. Why is it so important for you to do things like this?
Well, I think, animals and dogs, cats, they can't advocate for themselves. So people need to advocate for animals, and I've seen people that have struggled a little, everything goes up in price, dog food, cat food, whatever. And, again, what we do as a company, certainly I'm the face of it, but it's not just me. I mean, I think per capita at our organization, we have more dogs and cats than certainly the families of the people that work there.
It's just something that's close to your heart, huh?
Absolutely. And, I come home every day. I have 6 animals at home, and you come home, and no matter, my kids might be watching TV, and yeah, Dad's home, but the animals, they just...
Isn't that the truth?
Oh,
they are right there at the door to say, "Hi, Dad, how are you? It's nice to see you."
They're great friends, and that's the way it is. It's part of our culture.
Well, it was funny. I said to Ron, "How many dogs you have?" And he goes, "Well, I might have 2 more after today."
Yeah.
And that's our hope, isn't it, Sherry?
Absolutely.
When you bring these pups on the show, and it's funny when people see dogs on TV, all of a sudden your phones ring, which is what we want. But what do you think that is about people taking a look at them and just maybe they hadn't thought about it, and all of a sudden they see one that goes, "Well, now look how nicely that dog's sitting on her lap. I could do that."
Right. And I think there's misconception sometimes as to what is available at a shelter for adoption. Sometimes people think that's where all the bad dogs are, or the sort of unwanted animals, and that's not true at all. There's even purebreds. I mean, he's a purebred right here. So I think people just have misconceptions about what you find at a shelter.
And if these pups are gone, then there are plenty more. How many dogs do you have there in a given day, Sherry?
On a given day up for adoption, we have about 30 to 40 dogs and puppies available, and about the same in terms of the number of cats. And then we also have bunny rabbits and hamsters and gerbils. So
do you really get all those?
Absolutely, we do.
So maybe we might bring a guinea pig on here, Ron, someday too.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And this is just one example, Ron, of different things you do in the community. How else are you involved in Central Ohio?
Well, we
at
different times, we've been involved with Children's Hospital, and we're a business buddy currently for Children's Hospital, and that's near and dear. Also, Mid-Ohio Food Bank, usually, especially around the holiday times, we try to help that out quite a bit. And whatever, on a given week we could be involved in a lot of different things. Because the people at our organization, we care about. We're part of the community. Been here for 25 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It started 25 years ago with, the business partner, Tom, and who's sitting out in the audience, and city needed a shelter for their park, and he said, we're a small company at the time, but they need help, so we're going to help them.
Well,
so
this is wonderful.
That's the culture.
Along with that, every week there's going to be some dog food that's given to the shelter, which I know you really rely on folks like Ron and other people in the community to assist value with things, don't you, Sherry?
Absolutely. We, another misconception is that we are funded by the government, and we're not. We're 95% privately funded, so we rely on donations, both in kind as well as monetary. So this is fabulous. We'll be able to use this.
Well, before we go, just tell me the ages of the dogs and what they are, if it's a mix, what you think it is.
Yep. So again, Maggie is a shepherd mix, and she's 5 years old. And then this is Buckeye. He's 8 years old. He's a min pin. And again, they need to be adopted together. They're definitely bonded.
And you know what? They are well behaved. Can I just say that? Wow, I'm impressed. Yeah. Well behaved, more than you, Ron. They're very well behaved.
I hope my wife's not watching, because I'm going to end up with 2 more dogs. She probably is watching.
Thank you very, very much for both being here. And Ron, thank you for offering to show off these pets every week here on Daytime.
Well, I think it's great to be able to do this.
We're going to have a fun time.
Yeah,
Thank
it'll
you.
be fun.